let's see if I can get it if I can get it straight in my head.
Yeah.
Christians like to state that what Jesus did was a sacrifice and it was a gift. He gave us this, means of getting into heaven or whatever, right?
Sure,
it's a gift. But I don't think they use that word, but I don't think they know what it means. Because it's like there's all sorts of strings attached to this gift. You've got to follow the rules. You've got to believe certain things. You've got to accept it. Mm-hmm. It's kind of weird. It's like the religion has warped people's idea of the word gift. I mean, a gift is something freely given, no strings attached.
True. I mean, I don't think I've ever given someone a gift and
required them to
expected much less required anything in return.
Yeah. What is a conditional gift?
Can I answer that?
Sure,
I
yes.
would love for you to answer that.
So the way that I saw it was a sacrifice on his part.
Right.
It was Jesus deciding that if he were to go through this torture and this pain,
right,
that God would forgive us and reopen the gates of heaven.
Okay.
And
wait, were they open before?
no, they closed.
Wait, when did they close?
Yeah.
Were they open at any point?
Yes.
When?
Well, actually, I don't know. I just know that they closed.
Yeah, because
And we wanted them to reopen.
interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Okay.
Jesus was the only one that
way
could
to do
reopen
that.
them.
Right.
And so he was going to die for all of our sins.
Okay.
And so it was a sacrifice on his part. And all that he asked was the bare minimum, which were like the 10 Commandments. So that wasn't like a list of demands. It was like, this is how you show me that you respect me and that you love me.
Okay.
It was like, this is how you love someone.
Is that the jot and tittle?
I don't know if that is.
It's
okay, yeah. I think you're referring to Jesus saying that he wasn't going to
change the old rules.
Yeah, he wasn't going to change the rules of the Old Testament, not a jot nor a tittle.
Right.
He was, damn it. Jamie would be able to remember.
I don't
I'm
remember
sure.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I was Catholic, so I never read the Bible.
Oh, well, there you go.
Whoa!
I started reading the Bible that I got for confirmation after I became an atheist, and I had a pink highlighter.
Right.
And I was like, I'm going to highlight all the bullshit I find. And I started, and I got like a page or two in. I was like, I'm done. I can't. And then I found out there's a Skeptic's Annotated Bible online. I was like, they did it all for me. I don't even have to do it.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Although
man.
it's like twice as much reading because you read the Bible and then you go over on the other half of the page and it's them pointing out all the bullshit.
Yes.
You know?
Right.
So it takes twice as long to read the fucking
And
thing.
then there's the thing, they're using the word sacrifice. And it's like, what did Jesus give up?
His life.
Well,
Matt
no.
would say he gave up a weekend.
If he gave up his life.
I know. It didn't.
Yeah.
See, that didn't click to me. That's why I post memes like that now, because like I'd never heard of it from that perspective before.
Right. If they'll
Nobody
say,
ever said
if they
that
say,
before.
Jesus gave up his life, do they agree with the statement, Jesus is dead?
Yes,
They do?
but he's risen. I don't know.
So
I know. It's
he dead
very
or alive?
confusing. It's very confusing.
he's a
because
zombie or something.
I look back now. I'm like, I don't understand how I believed this stuff. I don't.
It's weird.
I don't get it. But then I do because I did.
You have the most unique insights that I've ever heard. It's interesting.
I'm glad I can help.
I'm sorry.
Maybe you should be on the show more often.
Yeah.
if you
If
want me to,
if we're not too intimidating.
Yeah, not at all. I'm having fun.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So, gift and sacrifice is weird because, Jesus sacrificed his life. Then he gets up 3 days later. And if you look at it, he hasn't lost anything. Now he's sitting on the right hand of God in heaven, king of the universe. It sounds like the greatest deal ever. So it's weird.
Yeah. I mean, you could certainly make a semantic argument, but
Yes. Yeah. I'm talking semantics here, but a conditional gift is weird. Yes, here, I'm giving you this thing, it's all yours.
Yeah.
But you can only use it a certain way, or you have to do this for me now.
Everything was conditional.
Wait a minute. So what a conditional gift is called is a purchase, a transaction, an exchange of goods for services rendered. Here, I'll give you this salvation. You give me your undying faith and loyalty and stuff like that. It's weird. It's not a gift.
Yeah, and I guess to an immortal being, a couple hours of pain that's essentially nothing.
Yeah, we have to assume that.
Compared to an eternity of being just blissfully the most powerful thing in the universe. And
then I can draw on a bunch of other weird stuff like Judas. That all wouldn't have gone down without him. He was crucial.
Well, yeah.
He was doing the will of the God, of Jesus, of the whole thing. And yet he's the villain.
So
what the hell?
Did Judas have free will then?
I don't know.
Because he was essential.
Wasn't Judas the one that cried? I was told a story that Judas went and cried.
Oh, I don't know.
So much that he had scars on his face.
Whoa.
What?
I hadn't heard that one. That's interesting.
That he felt so guilty that he was forgiven.
He felt so guilty that apparently in the Bible he felt so guilty that he killed himself in multiple ways or something. It was weird. He hung himself or his entrails fell out or something horrible. It was.
I don't know.
It was really
I'd heard
weird.
a story. I don't know. I don't know where I heard that story.
I don't know if you can cry to the point of scarification.
That's interesting.
I don't think that's a thing.
Can saline erode your skin?
Yeah, but it sounds great as a way to get a message across. He was so
Yeah.
sad.
There's a lot of those stories.
Interesting, but that sort of suggests he did something he didn't want to do. He didn't want to do it so much that he cried and scarred himself. So how can he be a villain?
He felt
it's
guilty.
So weird.
After.
He felt guilty after. Okay.
Shame.
Oh God.
Shame is encouraged.
Yeah.